Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Are you ready for another episode of Finish It Friday? I want to start off by saying this was not my favorite. When I started making her, this was not my favorite. First of all, the pattern is 2 strands of size 10 crochet thread held together, and you work the pattern. Well, the doll that I picked, let me start off like this. The doll that I picked is this one. Alright, so you can see that it's a variegated yarn. Well, I thought, and just by looking at it, I thought what they were doing was holding the 2 strands together and then keeping those colors the same. So by the time I got done with the doll's dress, I realized in the picture that that's not what they did. They just held 2 strands together and let the colors go. So on one hand, I was kind of disappointed that I didn't see that sooner, or they didn't, I've got hot glue stuck to me, or that they, excuse me, or that they didn't say that in the pattern, because it was like, I kind of wish I knew that. Second, I kind of not the biggest fan of the colors that I chose. So like variegated yarn, oops, I bumped my camera, I'm sorry. Variegated yarn or thread or anything, I like the choppy, the super choppy color changes. So I mean, like, little bitty strips of it. And the reason I say that is because whenever I buy variegated yarn, it looks so pretty on the skein, or the cake of thread, whatever you want to call it, the spool of thread. But then you use it and I'm like, it's not what I was hoping for. So there's that. And then the little pillow underneath her, I made in a yellow, like and I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. I picked the color out of the colors in the variegated yarn, and I chose the light yellow, and I shouldn't have, because once I got her done and put together, I'm like, you can't even see the pattern. So like, see the holes in the dress? Like, you couldn't even see that. And I was like, ugh. So I redid the whole pillow part, which it didn't take long. It probably took like 2 hours, 2.5, if I non-stop just stick to it. Don't do anything else but get that done. So I got it done, I got her together, and then I was just like, I don't like this. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like anything about it. So then I started adding the embellishments, and I'm like, she's not so bad. I shouldn't just instantly say that I don't like her. She's not she's not my favorite thing that I've made. Well, I'm going to say 2. She's not my favorite thing that I've made in all of the Finish It Friday projects and in all of the things that I have ever made. She's not my favorite, but she's not the worst. I've made worse. So let me stop yapping and just show you her. Let me make sure she's camera ready. Oh, I forgot all about this. So if you guys remember me talking about the doll I chose to use for this, I got from, I just about said New York. I don't know why I just about said that. I got her from Goodwill in Maui, and I wanted her so bad because she has 2 different color hair. Well, when I got her home, I realized that she's kind of dirty looking. She's got flakes all over her. So I cleaned her up with just a wet cleaning wipe. Came off, no problem. But when I started assembling the doll, I noticed that all of it was back. And I'm like, what the heck? It's from her hair. The color in her hair is like flaking out all over. So I was like, just another thing that makes me not want to do this. But I stuck with it, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to clean her up, put her hat on, pin her hair so where she looks good, and then I am just going to leave it because I don't care. So what I'm doing right now is trying to make sure her hair looks good. And for some reason, when I first made the hat, it looked really good, and it was the same size as the one in the picture. But when I hot glued the embellishments and the lace, it like the hat got bigger. I don't know. Here, oh, I just realized I forgot to weave in my ends. Uh-oh. Tuck that in there and you'll never see it. All right. Oh, here is Miss Rainbow is the name in the book. So here she is. And you can see I changed the color of the pillow to a dark color. So I picked out like the dark teal in the colorway. And then that made it to where you could see the design in the dress. Her hair I'm actually really happy with that hat on sideways. It looks really cute. But I do not like the color of this yarn or thread. I think this would be beautiful in a solid color, and then somehow incorporate, you know, maybe what's underneath the pillow underneath with flowers or something like that. But I put little beads in the flowers, a little bead in the flower on her hat. The ribbon is weaved all the way through these last few stitches. And then here is the pillow. There's the tail I forgot to weave in. And then the tails I forgot to weave in when I attached her to the pillow. But I mean, I know it's pretty. I know it looks good. It's just I'm not the biggest fan of the color. Again, I don't like striped yarn. I do not like it because it looks like that. And it's deceiving because the colors look so pretty in the cake or spool of thread, whatever you want to call them. But then to work out on it like that, I don't like it. She's very pretty. I agree with that. I don't like the yarn, the thread. I should have picked something different. But it is what it is. And I like her. And I will put her on my shelf. And we're going to call her done. 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 Okay. I almost forgot the next part. I have got to get my room cleaned. It is a mess. We're going to draw the next one. Here is the little projects container. At this point, I don't care what it is. Just give me something. I saw a D. Ready? A doll dress. Another doll dress. That's okay. That's okay. I just hope it is not something very time consuming. Alright. Doll dress. And there's only a few of them in here. Well, I guess, yeah, there's more than a few. Sorry. Man, my nose itches. Ooh, okay. This is a porcelain-like doll. I don't have one out, so I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to look in my tote to see if I can find one. I thought I had one, but I don't. I mean, I have one. I got to dig her out. All right. Let me pause my video and I will go get the doll or a doll, and then I'll pick out a pattern and show you. Sorry, my mind is going buzz, and show you what I'll make. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I finally found my doll. I was like, holy cow, I know I have one of these, and I looked and looked and I finally found her. So this is a porcelain look doll. So she has a very white face, and then you can tell by looking, see how her head is a different color from her body. And there's her eyes. but I'll take her out in just a second. So I went through my patterns and I was trying to figure out which one I want to make. So this is the one that I've decided I'm going to make. Very pretty. Now it says it's a tissue cover. So I'm not 100% sure if that means like a box of tissues, like a box of Kleenexes or toilet paper. I don't know. And then it says, it has a part, I can't show you the pattern, but it has a part that says doll pick. You're going to need the doll, 11.5-inch doll, 14 by 61 whole piece, 7 mesh plastic canvas. And then it tells you how to cut them, cut the plastic canvas, and then it says how, what? It says cut all pieces according to graphs. Let's see if I can show you the graphs without showing you the pattern. There. So there's the 2 graphs. It says cut all pieces according to graphs. Remove legs from doll. Insert one end of pick top through leg openings. With white worsted. So it says you take the long piece, put it through the doll, sew the short piece to the long piece, and then do what? I hate it when patterns are like that because I'm like, what's the point of it? What are you doing with it? Anyway, let's open her. It's gonna get a little crinkly for those of you that don't like it. Okay, so here she is. Look at that hair. She's a little mushed, so I'll fix her hair. Oh, she smells like old plastic. I love that smell. But anyway, so I will turn her into her. All right. Okay. This is gonna go great. I'm not gonna have any problems. Knock on wood. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss what's next. And definitely come back so you can see. Oh, she doesn't have a name. She's just turquoise dress. So you will see a finished product, God willing. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.